Doug here, Ellis Car Customs, home of the can-do attitude. Today, part 3 of the gate fiasco. Today's episode, working on putting the bottom on so that we'll be able to fix up the sides and do the hinge locations. But I'll show you what I got mocked up here. Better not hum anything familiar, they'll claim a copyright. Anyway, I've got this piece tossed on there. I haven't welded anything yet, but the hinges come through right here. So basically, once I get that tacked on there and I'm able to close in the sides, then we'll pop that back off and we'll be able to locate where the hinges go on the inside here. And I'm going to make some kind of a bracket that works similar to the doors, so that you have a little bit of adjustment to it, almost like capture nuts, but it'll probably be like a threaded plate that'll be able to move a little bit side to side, in or out, to fine tune your tailgate adjustment in the opening. We hear you, Nomad. So I'll tack that thing on there and then I'll give you a look at that once it's tacked in. See you shortly. So now we've got that piece tacked on there. We'll have to weld all the way across, but basically what I'm trying to do is piece this thing together and make sure everything is where it needs to be before I draw the final beads on everything and close it all up, just in case I have to cut or move something. I don't want to weld it solid and make it harder to cut it apart if I have to change something. We also, Big Don checked in on last night's video and solved the mystery of the holes. They're there to get at the back side of the handle that only the Nomads have, that knuckle buster they call it. But there's screws that hold the handle in from the back, and these holes are how you get to those screws to screw the handle on. So that solved the mystery of the screws. So we've got that tacked well enough. I've got the tail panel here. I just been fitting the tail panel up there, just to make sure that, let's see if I can line it up here, that I have a little gap between the tail panel and the bottom that I just put in. And the tail panel has this little step in it here also, because on this bottom, just beyond this bottom, there's a little lip that goes down and flattens out that the skin hooks to. But yeah, there's a little lip that runs along here. We won't worry about that right now until we figure out, you know, the hinge receivers on both sides. But slow but sure, we're making a little progress. We'll start scoping out these side bits here to see about filling those in, and I'll show you how that works out as I go along. So here I'm mapping out my next piece. It's a little complicated because that rib has to curve and then disappear into that piece. So I'm working on this piece here that will fit in there. It's got the curve, and then this where I've marked this off, I'll have to cut that out and fold that lip up, and then this piece here will ride in there. See if I can set that up there temporary, give you an idea. There we go. It'll kind of ride in there like that, or close to it, and then we'll just seal up the gaps there, and I'll trace this out on the back side. There goes my heater. Thank God it's winter. But yeah, I'll trace it out on the back side so I can trim it to the shape there, and I'll show you what that looks like. So now I got those two pieces just lightly tacked together there, and she'll fly in there like that and close up that gap. And what I did was I scribed the back side of it here, so you could see on here how this has a little lip there. What I'm going to do is bend that over so it'll continue this lip underneath of this piece and down through like that, so that when I do attach this piece to this piece here, I'll have a stronger seam, because it'll be doubled under, so it'll be basically doubled along that seam, and then we'll grind it smooth. But I can't really attach this piece until I'm ready to attach the whole thing, because I want to be able to do it all at the same time. You can see there's a little tiny lip here that when this piece is sitting in there about where it's supposed to be, then I'll make up a little lip piece, here we go, to follow that gap, and that lip disappears into this piece here just like this does. So basically the other side will be the same process, but figured I'd give you a look at that, show you how that's going, and I'll try to do a little bit more and bring you back. So I've got that piece mocked up in there, and I just have to make the other piece, but as happens sometimes, you run out of something, and I ran out of welding gas, so I can't do any more welding tonight. But at least we got that bottom stitched in there, and Nomad's busting up housekeeping, and we've got an idea on this side piece that we basically have to repeat it on the other side, and we'll be moving right along there. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this short little episode. I mean, like I said before, sometimes it doesn't seem like you're getting anything done, and it takes so long to do like one little thing, because say like with this bottom piece I put in here, it had to follow the contour, because the gate rounds off on the outside, but it's straight on the inside, so you had to put up a straight edge on there to make sure you were nice and straight on the inside, but you had to be curved on the outside, and then it had to have a slight angle to it, which we can, because we haven't locked it into the bottom there, if we need to flip that out a little bit for the hinges before we lock it in, we still have that ability. That's another reason why I didn't stitch that in solid, because it would be a lot easier to adjust it as we need to. So, like I said, it doesn't seem like much, but it took a couple hours or so to work it out. But we'll be back again with more content soon. Feel free to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and feel free to now surf the internet for something more interesting. See you next time. Bye.